1 from Charles Nagy. David Wells on 3 days of rest. Labored here in the early going in his first inning. Nagy seemed to have a much easier time of it. Palmeiro lifts a high drive deep to right field. This one is way back there, and this one is gone. A home run for Palmeiro. Just a high soaring fly, and Kirby Puckett mentioned many times yesterday the ball seems to carry very well down each line here and into straightaway right field. It just looked like a high routine looking fly ball, but obviously he hit it pretty well.
Well, even though you see the flagpole not moving, the ball generally carries well here. From the 375 sign over to the right of the 375, the ball flies out of there no matter what. Yesterday was blowing across. And you see Rafael Palmeiro is a good hitter, man. Goes down and gets that fastball from Nagy and just lifts it and just lofts it like you said, and it goes out.
Now Bobby Bonilla, and he takes ball 1. Well, Palmeiro's bat has been kind of missing from this series. Set the Orioles all-time record for RBIs in the regular season, 142, and hit 39 home runs and had only 1 RBI with no homers in the first 3 games of this series. Bonilla with a count now of 2 balls and no strikes. Now you see last night the wind was blowing hard in from right field, and there's hardly any wind, at least as evidenced by the big flag out there, at all in the ballpark today. 3-0 to Bobby Bonilla. Nagy gives one up to Palmeiro, and now he's 3-0 with Bonilla. Bonilla socks one deep into right center field. This one is going. It is gone. Back-to-back home runs. Bonilla going deep on a 3-0 pitch.
Well, Bobby probably figured right there that'd probably be the only fastball that he gets something good to hit, and it was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it good.
Well, it appeared Nagy got a little tentative after giving up the home run to Rafael Palmeiro, so he was nibbling, and then he probably figured Bonilla, still with nobody out, might be taking a pitch, grooved one, and Bobby crushed it.
Second home run of the series for Bonilla.
Oh, another low fastball. Bobby just went out and got that. Strong man, Bobby Bonilla. Nice, powerful swing, stays back, hit off the front foot hitter.
So Bobby Bo hit 28 home runs in the regular year. He's got 2 here in the postseason.
8 homers for the Orioles in the series in 4 games, the most prolific home run hitting team ever, the 1996 Baltimore Orioles.
Now Ripken is 6 for 12 in this series. No homers. He hit 26 home runs in the regular season. And he looked like he was aiming for Lake Erie on that one.
I think that's what you call cheat on the fastball right there. I think Rip was looking for a little something else, and Nagy took a little bit off the pitch. He's way out in front of it. There's Rip with his another new stance. Ball just sinks on him right there.
He may have another new stance by the time he comes up the next time in this game.
May have it this pitch.
Crowding the plate, feet spread wide apart in a crouch. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Nagy is a guy you expect he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark when he's right. Sinker baller. And he did most of the year keep the ball in the park, but he's given up 4 home runs now in this series. Ripken is down on strikes. 1 away.
Pretty good job by Sandy Alomar to go out and talk to Nagy after he gave up the back-to-back homers. And I think, sometimes even a veteran pitcher like Nagy can have their confidence shaken. Sandy said, hey, your stuff's still good. You just got to locate better.
Well, the home runs that were hit, they were off good pitches. So I think sometimes you have to give hitters credit too. And they went down, Palmeiro golfed it, and Bobby went down and got that one, telling away from them. So they're good pitches. But these are good hitters in the major leagues also.
Here's Eddie Murray. And Murray has come back to Cleveland with a hot bat, hitting .364 in this series. Although actually he should be hitting better than that. The bad call by the umpire last night cost him a hit. Bobby Bonilla, his first RBI, his first home run since the grand slam in game 1 on Tuesday that opened that game, and Palmeiro with his first home run of the series.
It's just what Baltimore needed today to get off to a good start, and hopefully Wells can keep everything under control, and hopefully they can win. That's what they're hoping.
He swung at it. 0-2 to Murray.
Eddie a little out in front on that pitch. I think he looked for something else, and I think that was a fork ball. And with that big old bat Eddie uses, he couldn't stay back, keep his hands back.
This time he took it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Incaviglia is on deck.
Sometimes the hardest thing for a hitter to do is once you get out in front of a pitch, and once you try to stop your swing, a check swing, it's the hardest thing in the world to do.
And he struck him out.
Pretty important for Nagy to make a statement to his teammates. Hey, I gave up 2, but I'm not going to cave in. I'm going to come right back after him. He strikes out Ripken and Murray. Good looking pitch tailing away. Sinker ball. Or is that a fork ball going down and away from Eddie Murray?
Yeah, it was a fork ball. A good one, too.
A nasty one. Breaking down and away. It should only be allowed to break one way at a time, I think. Here is Pete Incaviglia. A strikeout pick. Incaviglia was used mostly against left-handed pitching once he came to Baltimore. And, of course, even with Philadelphia, that's primarily the way they used him. He ended up with 18 home runs. He ended up being 2 home runs shy of being the 10th Oriole player to have had 20 home runs or more this year. I guess 9 is enough, though, probably.
Well, I talked to Inky earlier today and a little bit yesterday. And, you know, as you know, he's been well-traveled. And he said he had a good time in Japan, but he was just happy to be back over here. And especially happy to be in the playoffs with the Orioles.
And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Incaviglia was told by Jim Fregosi in late July, said, hey, we're going to go on the rookies now. We're going to try and trade you, but you won't be playing much. So Incaviglia went into his off-season weight training program. And by the time he was traded to the Orioles a month later, he was huge. Two and 2. And by the time he came to Baltimore, he was so big that everybody in the ball club would gather around his locker when he'd take his shirt off after a game.
A little clubhouse humor, huh? Not much of that goes on.
Ooh, up the middle. He almost hit that one off the ground, didn't he?
I'll tell you what, this series we've seen some hard hit balls up the middle. That ball that Albert Bell hit off Mussina, a curveball yesterday. I know Mussina probably didn't sleep well last night, but I tell you what, it scared me up here in the booth. He almost killed him. And ball by Incaviglia, hadn't played the whole time, right off the end of the bat, but he's so big and strong. I guess those muscles come into play at some point.
Look out, Charles.
Right at Charles.
Man.
Even though he's a good fielder, he couldn't get in position quick enough to knock that one down.
The ball by Albert and Mussina woke me up twice last night.
I saw Mussina in the dugout today. He still looked a little white. Yeah, he looked like he still had some nervous lips on that one.
Chris Hoyles, and it is 0-1. 2-0 Baltimore here. Cleveland had a threat in the first inning. 2 men on and 2 men out, but could not score. And right away here in the second, Palmeiro and Bonilla with back-to-back home runs against Nagy. It is 2-0 for the Orioles. Hoyles, the 9th place hitter, standing in. He is 1 for 4 in this series. 0-2.
Looks like Nagy has a good fork ball today. He's throwing it a lot. He's got hitters way out in front of that pitch, it seems like.
We'll watch right here, which is one of the great things, one of the best things about being able to broadcast is not having to try to hit that kind of pitch anymore.
Oh. You're so right, Dave. You're so right.
So the Nagy forkball working effectively, but the Orioles have gone ahead in this must-win game.